Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Auphanim. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this. We're going to jump right into some XRP news here. But I have never seen so much like FUD in my life. What is going on in the last 2 days? Most of the articles are negative. People want Ripple to lose so badly. They don't want holders of XRP to come into that generational wealth. They want to shake everybody out so that they can come in and scoop everything up. We've seen this times before. We've been in the stock market longer than we've been in crypto. We've seen this before. They use articles and they use magazines and bloggers and video makers. They pay money behind the scenes with sponsorship money and under the table money, and they have them write a bunch of FUD. I'm telling you, I've seen this before. Everybody sells, right? They sell everything. And they're even in the comment sections. I'm selling everything. You could tell that they're bots or they're people who are paid off, right? Just my humble opinion. This is what I'm saying. Everybody sells everything. And then, but I tell you this, I've held through a lot of FUD, especially in the stock market, right? Because I knew what I was holding. And something will go from, let's say I bought into something at like $1.25. I'm trying to give you a realistic example, right? And I knew that this was going to explode because of cause and effect. It had all the catalysts. They sell everything. All these other retail sells everything based on the FUD, and they're quoting the FUD. Then a couple days later, maybe a week later, it explodes. I'm talking about explodes. So we got in at like $1.50, $1.25, $1.50, $2. This thing explodes to like $25. We're all taking disgusting profits, but all the retail people that got FUDded out, they got nothing. This is how it works. This is a game. This is a chess move. You can't trust these sources. You can't. You need to trust yourself. This is why I tell you, like, don't even just take my word when I'm speaking on camera. Don't just take my word. Listen, research everything, question everyone. There's money on the line. People will do anything for money. So you got to be careful. So anyway, let's jump into this XRP news here. Let's just go ahead and rip the head off of some of this FUD here. People are very, and that's another thing, guys. Please don't ever think that because people are in a high position, that necessarily means that they have a high level of intelligence or comprehension. There is no correlation between the two. We don't know how these people got into their positions, but let's just read. Let's read what they say, listen to what they say, but then let's try to come to some sort of understanding of that versus what we actually know. Now let's go here. It says, this article is on u.today, and it goes as such. It's titled, Former Coinbase executive gives an unusual indication in Ripple SEC lawsuit. Why is this even relevant? See, this is a main page article. You see, I find that strange. This is what he has to say. Let's read this here. Former Coinbase member Tom Lavero gives an unusual indication on the Ripple SEC lawsuit. I don't even understand. Anyway, let's continue on. Referring to the statement made by Ripple CEO on leaving the U.S., it says once it loses its case against the SEC. It didn't say once they lose the case of SEC. That's not what I read. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. It said if they lose, not once they lose. You're talking like it's a guarantee Ripple is going to lose to the SEC when everything's been going great in the case for us. Great. See, I find that suspicious. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I read that tweet wrong. Let's scroll down. Let me just see if we have, if they actually posted the tweet from Brad, Mr. Garlinghouse. Let's just see. And they didn't. But why? See, usually if you're going to reference that tweet, you would have it posted here so we can read it directly. Because what I remember is if they lose the case, they've said this more than once. If they were to lose the case, they can leave the United States. Doesn't Ripple just made a headquarters in Canada? They also have a headquarters, I believe, where in Europe or something like that. They have a few different places that they can go to if they chose to leave the United States. But they don't have that tweet here. But I believe it was if they lose the case. If they thought it was a guaranteed conclusion, they said once we lose the case, that means a guarantee. They wouldn't be fighting the case right now. See, this is the type of FUD that they try to put out there so that people will sell their XRP and you'll be out of generational wealth if it does come. Of course, there's no guarantees, and we're not here for a guarantee, but we know what we researched. We know what the facts are. We know all of these financial institutions have signed up to use XRP. We know Bank of America has rained praise down upon XRP. We know Santander has rained praise upon XRP. So, I mean, where are you getting this that XRP is going to lose when it literally is the most substantial part of the new financial system? The most substantial. I mean, the only ones that are going to approach those levels are if maybe Stellar or Algorand, come out with a bevy of announcements, and start approaching what XRP is doing with as many banks as XRP is working with. But that hasn't happened yet. Or Quant, because Quant has access to over 500 banks. So, but we have to wait to see if they're going to sign any memorandums of understanding, any contracts. Until then, XRP is number one with a bullet when it comes to the potency of partnerships. But they want you out. I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. I mean, listen, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just stating what I'm seeing here. This is highly concerning. And I'm telling you, I believe because of certain economic situations, keep your eye on those economic catalysts. And, I perceive that certain economic catalysts will be making news rounds maybe towards the end of the summer. Just keep your ears and your eyes open. Cause and effect, right? You're going to see the causes, then you'll be able to know the effects. But because of those, if we get some negative catalysts, we could go down again. We can go down there. So we're experiencing not only because of harsh economic circumstances, but because of all the FUD that has been kicking crypto wallets down, we're experiencing one of the most mass shakeoffs of all of all time. I've read articles recently where they're literally questioning, is crypto dead? Even though we've been through so many mass corrections. We've been through all of this before. How many times do they have to declare crypto dead or Bitcoin dead or XRP is a scam? How could something be a scam if all the banks are using it? That doesn't even make logical sense. They called everything a scam lately. I mean, have you seen these articles? It's mind-blowing. It tells you that they're scared. It tells you that they want retail out of there. I've seen them recently call XDC a scam. What? Call Quant a scam. Call Ripple, XRP a scam. Now you know something is wrong in the water. There's something wrong. There's some money maybe floating around behind the scenes because none of this makes sense. So all of the greatest crypto projects that the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum is in on scams, huh? That's what you're trying to tell me. They just wrote an entire article on XDC. This was like 2 days ago. We covered that in a video. So the World Economic Forum, the Bank of International Settlements, the IMF, all of these ones who are praising XRP, are now recently praising XDC. Well, the World Economic Forum definitely was praising XDC. All of these big banks working with XLM, right? Oldest bank in Europe working with XLM. All of these governments and large financial institutions working with Algorand. Algorand also partnering up with MIT, who is working with the Fed. All of these are just scams. Does that make any sense to you? It makes no sense to me whatsoever, and I can't get around it because there's so much of this negativity. We have to, listen, I have to fight back. That's just the way it's going to go. I can't allow, I can't see this and just turn a blind eye, but let's move on to a positive note because we're going to perform some mental alchemy, which is the true alchemy. We're going to change this negative to a positive. Let's move right over to an article right here. Let you know, blockchain. See, there's a few truth tellers out there like Ripple, like Bank of England. Let's go right there and let's have them dispel all of this nonsense, all of this FUD. True genius minds speaking with power. Blockchain stands to change the world. Now, this is from Ripple.com. So, of course, their primary blockchain they're talking about is XRP, XRPL, the liquidity, the bridge. Yeah, they got me fired up today. I could wrestle probably 3 matches right now. I could probably do a little bit of sparring today. Get me fired up. Blockchain stands to change the world. It is going to change the world. As long as everything goes according to plan. People that are down today, right? They're struggling today. Maybe in 2 years, they don't ever have to struggle again. Maybe in 3 years, they don't ever have to struggle again. That's what we're here for, to change lives. Some of us, maybe even myself, may start schools after this to educate people on blockchain technologies, the truth, wisdom, things of that nature that they can actually use in the world to build not only businesses, but themselves. Some of us are here to change life, change the world, and make an impact on history. So when that generational wealth comes in, 2, 3 years, 5 years, they say 3 to 5 years. I'm going to take the max 5 years. But if that generational wealth comes in, people may not have to go through another time period like this. The ones who were wise, the ones who saw what might be coming, the holders of XRP, XLM, Algorand, Hedera, Cello. Yeah, of course, there's no guarantees, but we've done the research. We're taking the opportunity. We're climbing the mountain. There's always a chance you could fall off the mountain, but there's also a chance we could reach the top. And we have glory there, right? We have success there. We have peace there. That's what we're on. We're on the path to a level of success that most people will never even fathom, because let's just be quite frank, no offense, but a lot of people are too cowardly to allow themselves the opportunity to win. They don't want to work hard and win. They don't want to get up early in the morning and research. They don't want to get up early in the morning and read those charts, do some trading. They don't want to look for the catalyst. They want everything done for them. And when you leave your fate in the hands of someone else, well, more times you're going to lose more than the other person who actually did it themselves. They're taking fate into their own hands and securing things for themselves. Yeah, they're trying to shake you out. They know what's coming. All that big money, the legacy system, they don't have to attack you head on. They will attack you under the cover and guise of other people, other businesses, articles. They will attack you through the people you trust the most. All they got to do is pay them some money. People will do anything for some money. Blockchain stands to change the world. Let's get into this article here. This is going to be a little bit of a different video because I'm a little bit fired up today. It says, as the popular saying, seeing is believing, suggests, visual evidence matters. Thank you, Ripple. Yes, it does. Facts matter. Data matters. PDFs, transcripts, things that are truthful matter, that we can actually examine. Not your feelings that I just hate blockchain because I lost some money. You made some bad trades. You trade a little bit better. Improve yourself every day. There is no losing if you learn from the mistakes that you made. Learn from them and figure out how to not make that same mistake again. Then you're winning no matter what. Now you come back stronger and better. If I'm lifting weights, I only put on 5 pounds in a certain time period. I'm supposed to put on these pounds for a weightlifting contest, or I'm cutting weight now. This time I only cut about 8 pounds. Some of you out there trying to cut 15 pounds and such, like they putting on the sweatsuit, running around the gym, puddles of sweat coming out that vinyl suit. But anyway, but if you couldn't cut the weight now to make the weight class that you wanted to, now you figure out, what do I need to do? Change my diet? Do I need to, drink a little bit more water, work out a little bit harder, a little bit more weightlifting, a little bit more cardio? So, see, you didn't succeed that first time. That's okay. So now we got to learn from that. And in learning from that, next time we come back, we make the weight class. So now we can win the tournament because we're in a proper weight class. See, you learn and you grow. You grow stronger each time you do something and it's not successful in the way that you want it to be. But you have to have observational skills. You have to have heightened awareness. You have to be aware of as much as possible, so you can see as many causes as possible, and then you would be properly able or equipped to come up with as many effects as possible. Then out of the effects, you can deduce which one is more probable to happen. It says, in the case of blockchain and crypto, we've created the below infographic of our findings from the New Value Report to visually conceptualize the financial industry's strong belief in and experience with this technology impact the business. Distilled from Ripple's recent New Value Report, research highlights that 75% of our survey respondents at global financial institutions think that blockchain will have a massive, remember all these fools saying crypto is dead? All these articles I was talking about before? It's not dead. It's going to explode. And you see, well, we'll go a little deeper. Let's keep going here. It says, will have a massive or significant impact on business within the next 5 years. There go that time frame again. How many times did they have to say it? JP Morgan said 3 to 5. Oh, no, wait, sorry about that. JP Morgan said 2 to 3. Let's take the 3. Then you have Bank of International Settlement said 3 to 5. You have Ripple in its own document said 4. So no matter what, we always find ourselves in that time period. Let's take the minimum 2 to 5 years, but 5 is the max. Here we go, hearing that number again. How many times do they have to shout this? Hey, do what you want. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a humble researcher, but I provided all the documents. We provided factual evidence. But let's continue on here. It says, we'll have a massive or significant impact on business within the next 5 years. Leaders from Latin America, Asia Pacific lead the charge with more than 80% of respondents in each region voicing the sentiment. So most of the big institutional heads are screaming at crypto. Blockchain is going to be massive. Who are you going to believe? You're going to believe some of the most brilliant minds on the planet? Or are you going to believe some of these fudders out here? We don't even know who they are. You know, oh, man. And they don't provide any facts. And when they do write certain articles and stuff, notice how, like I said in this last article, they negate certain information. They negate it so you can't research. You can't see it right there. And they know most people are going to be too busy in their lives or maybe even too lazy to go and do the research themselves. A lot of people don't have time. They use that against you. They know you don't have time. You're going to work. You got a small business to run or you got a big business to run. A lot of you are business owners out there. You don't have all this time in the world to do all this research and, you know, look up certain things. Sometimes your mind is on something else, even if you're not working. I know how it is. They try to use that against you, but be careful. Don't let them. Don't let them. I just know on this channel here, while I have this channel, I'm going to try to bring you the facts as much as possible, especially if you're in that members only section. I try to post significant documents. If I make a video, I think it's potent. Always know if I put a title on a video, it's because that's exactly how I felt. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So we have to fight some of these things with facts. And I do believe 100% the crypto industry overall, all the ones who survive the upcoming regulatory apocalypse are going to explode massively. And I don't have to discriminate against any crypto. I was going to say that before. I can just call it how it is. I'm here to make money. I'm not married to any crypto. I'm not married to any blockchain. I want to make money. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. You know that song? That's what we're here to make. So we have to let go of the tribalism if we want to get to the money. So yeah, I do believe Bitcoin is going to explode. I said this before. I don't hold any Bitcoin, but I'm going to call it how it is because there's just too many catalysts. All they have to do, like I said, they have certain things. Noti Crypto told everybody early on, before I got put onto the information, that Bitcoin is trying to green itself up. They're coming up with ways to make it green. And if that happens, all the big institutions and whales and mines around the world, they love Bitcoin. I don't want to say mines, but big money. Sorry about that. They love Bitcoin. It's going to explode if that actually happens. If it becomes green, Bitcoin will explode. Ethereum, I believe, has a couple more runs in it, and it will have a couple more explosions, right? But I think its time will come to an end because Hedera and Algorand are on its heels. They are far superior. You know, Ethereum should have took the chance and worked with Algorand when Algorand extended his hand and said, hey, we'll help you out. They said that. They put out the tweets. But Algorand is coming. Simple as that. They're going to take over and dominate. Hedera is right there as well. But between those two, the smart contract platforms, yeah, I believe that they in the future will take over. You have XDC also as a smart contract platform, but they're in trade finance right now. Also, they have this new offering where XDC is going after the market of Swift. Swift is in trouble. They're in trouble. And if XDC can actually do half of what it says it's trying to do, they've been making some major moves. It's not going to be at 2 cents forever. It's not, right? So XDC, I believe, is going to explode, but I'm keeping a close eye on them because they're still sort of newcomers to the game, right? But XRPs, I expect to explode. XLM, there's only a handful of coins. It's not every coin, only a handful. And remember, I just only said those two that are outside the loop of the bank coins just because this is what I see. So outside the bank coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think people are going to make some good money over the years. They're going to have some struggles, ups and downs. But yes, I do see them exploding at some point. Now let's get to utility coins. VeChain, Quant, I think they'll explode as well. You have finance coins that are sort of, they're sort of floating in the nether realm because of the SEC case, because of lack of regulatory clarity, sort of like the bank coins. I think AMP might do good because AMP and Flex are, hand in hand. AMP token, I think, might do pretty good. No guarantees on that, but we're just keeping an eye on that, right? That's a finance coin. And of course, you have VeChain, XLM, Hedera, Algorand. Without a question, I believe they're going to explode. Some of them already exploded before, and that was off retail alone. So crypto has a bright future. I'm going to disagree strongly, and I'm going to stand in the phalanx like a Spartan is supposed to and say that I'm going against these people. There's no way I'm going to agree that crypto is dead. Crypto is dying. So this is Ripple saying this. Let's go to Bank of England. Listen to what the Bank of England says. This is powerful. And then remember who's on the Digital Pound Foundation. Ripple. And who else? Ripple and who else? Quant. Let's read this little tidbit here. It says, Bank of England Deputy Governor John Cunliffe. This is the Deputy Governor. Crypto crash survivors could become future Amazons. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Cunliffe, I like to say Mr. I'm giving people respect. Mr. Cunliffe, I agree, and I appreciate that. See, you didn't have to do that. And I know you're going against the grain by saying these things. You can get in a lot of trouble. But you did it because it's the truth, and the truth lived inside of you. You had to say it. They're going to become future Amazons, and who could that be? This is the Bank of England's deputy governor, so obviously they have a lot to do with the Digital Pound Association, Digital Pound Foundation, which means they're hand in hand with XRP. So when he says something like this, he's talking about primarily, he's talking about XRP, Quant, the blockchains that are closest to the Bank of England. Correct? That would be logical, right? I'm going to speak about my people that are close to me, they're closest to me first. That's who the implication is for. Then everybody else comes second. Of course, there's other winners, but these are primarily who I'm speaking about, right? Let's just scroll down here and read this little tidbit. This is from zcrypto.com. Right on the front page. Thank you, Z Crypto, for putting out some good news here and not jumping on the FUD wagon. John Cunliffe believes crypto technology and finance will continue. Speaking at the Point Zero Forum in Zurich, Cunliffe likened the current crypto winter to the .com crash. Didn't I say this before? I said this like months back. I said crypto is just like that .com era. A lot of other people, to be fair, a lot of other people have been saying the exact same thing even before I said it. But I mean, anybody could see this coming. It says crypto winter to the .com crash of the 1990s that saw the fall of the stocks of a lot of e-commerce platforms like telecommunications firm Global Crossing, British firm Boo.com, and American online retailer Webvan, among others. Companies such as Amazon, IBM, eBay. Look at the names they're dropping here. You see the connections. Amazon, IBM, eBay. What are they deep into right now? Let's keep going. It says that survived the .com crash went on to become some of the emerging giants in their respective fields. See, I liked how they termed it survived. This crypto winter has been letting a lot of the weak companies have been going away, and good. Let's get that out of the way now. So this crypto winter, as they're calling it, is wiping out a lot of these weak blockchains. Good. Then let's expect, I would think logically, another wipeout of weak blockchains, non-compliant blockchains, when the SEC starts going nuts like the rabid dog that it is, eliminating a lot of these blockchains through regulatory enforcement. The crypto apocalypse, right? Then there will only be the compliant ones left. It's only going to be a few of them, and they will explode. They will be very successful if they survive, right? And who's that going to be? Most logically, that'll be XRP, XLM. They're all compliant. Algorand, Hedera, Cello, they're all compliant. Quant, right? VeChain. They're green and they're compliant, right? Beautiful time to be a holder of the bank coins, compliant coins, utility crypto, right? And there's a few others out there, but I can't name everything, okay? We just don't have the time. It says, Cunliffe believes the same will be the case for investors that survived the cold crypto winter. The 69-year-old civil servant further liken internet technology to the concept of cryptocurrencies today. According to him, just as web technology survived the dot-com bubble, crypto technology and finance will continue after this bear market because it has the possibility of huge efficiencies and changes in market structure. This is, look, we all know this who've read the transcripts and the PDFs. The industries, all of them, they want in on crypto. They want in on it badly. They want to save that money. They want the efficiencies. They want the immutability. They want the traceability. They want the cross-border payments aspect. They want the liquidity. It opens up so many possibilities that were not in existence before. They're coming. This is why, like I said, there's certain activities going on that I believe they're trying to shake out. And keep in mind, while crypto is unregulated, a lot of this stuff, a lot of entities believe that they can do this because it's unregulated. Once regulations come in, they won't be able to do so much. There'll be too much of an eyeball on crypto. But right now, it's like the Wild Wild West. Anything goes. But they're trying to shake as many people out. And you know what? They have. They've succeeded. There's so many people that send me messages over the last year saying they're done with crypto. They're out of crypto. Auphanim, I can't do this anymore. And I respect it. I respect that. I respect that. And I hope all the best to everybody out there. You know, but it doesn't shake me from my course. I see what is coming. I only speak for Auphanim, and I share these things that I believe, that I've gleaned from information that I've gathered. I try to go on information, but all the information points towards these large business institutions that are sitting on the side, like SBI Africa told everybody in their article. They told everybody there's a lot of businesses on the side waiting for a desired result from the SEC case, as well as regulatory clarity. When that happens, all that big money is going to come in, and they're going to go into compliant crypto projects, and those prices will explode because of that. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, I gave you extra loud one this time. Let's get to the money.